today. Because we're living longer today, many people will live practically another lifetime past retirement. So are you ready? There are plans for everyone, whether you're getting a late or early start. And here to help us plan the future, please welcome Ryan Wheless, the president of Allied Wealth. Hello there. I think a lot of people in these, recent generations are being caught off guard. In fact, there's a study that said because of medical technology, if you're 50 today, there's no reason why you can't live to 120 or 150.
This is true.
So you got to consider, would you have enough money to live the rest of that lifetime?
Well, that's one of those things that people will live longer in history, or in this generation, than in history in the past, because there's medical technology around today that has not been around in the past. That is going to keep people living much longer. So you've got to be prepared for that. And some of the ways that you can do that are to have guaranteed sources of income in retirement that will live as long as you do.
When people come in, do most of them have at least an idea of what it will take?
A lot do, but so many people, Deborah, are taking an approach of just kind of throwing it against the wall and hoping that it sticks and works out. You know, it's like that guy you see on the ING commercial about his number, you know. I don't know what my number is. I just throw some money at it and hope some good things happen. And you really can't take that approach. In our office, I can run through it about 15 seconds, a calculation on a financial calculator to tell you exactly what you need to retire.
Yeah, because you have your fixed cost, of course, and then you have to be prepared for any surprises that you might have.
Well, you also have to combat inflation as well.
Yeah, all right. So 9 out of 10 financial advisors will talk about annuities used for accumulation and income. But tell us, you say a truth about annuities.
Well, there's 4 types of annuities, and we'll run through them very quickly.
Okay.
The first one is called an immediate annuity, all right, and that's like a pension. And you put in $100,000, and the insurance company guarantees you a monthly check of $400. When you die, that paycheck stops, and the remaining dollars are kept by the insurance company. Okay, not such a good deal.
Yeah.
The next one that you have is a fixed annuity, and you would compare a fixed annuity to a bank CD, and they're nearly identical in nature. The next one you have is a variable annuity. Now, a variable annuity in my office is what we call a scareable don't do it.
Yeah, because when you say variable, that means you can be up or down.
You can be up or down, but see, the advisors that offer these are selling them with guarantees that you can't lose money, when in fact the underlying investments in the variable annuity are actually mutual funds, and I don't know any mutual funds that you can't actually lose money in.
Yeah, all right. And then the fixed hybrid annuities.
The fixed hybrid annuities are interesting, Deborah. What they do is they give you market upside without market downside. Okay, some of them have bonuses and caps and terms and all that kind of stuff. We don't really focus on that. What we typically use them for in our office is a guaranteed source of income, because when you retire from your job, you've got to answer the question of how you live the next 30 years without a paycheck and not run out of money in the process.
Yeah.
So I had the scenario where a lady came in and she says, well, Ryan, I'm looking at this annuity that guarantees me 10%. And I said, well, what is the income that you get out of the annuity later?
Of what?
Exactly. And she says, well, the income that I would get's about $5,000 a year for life. Okay. So I said, well, how about this one over here that has $100,000 going into it, guarantees you 5% growth? This one actually pays you $7,500 a year. So how can one that pays 10% pay less than one that pays 5%?
Right.
And what we sit down and do with you is we decode the complicated math behind their formulas. Right? And so we're going to shop 30 different insurance carriers with you to find out which company is going to give you the highest amount of income for every dollar that you put in.
Yeah, and therein lies where the problem is. You're going to sit down and do that work. Most of us don't. And I still run into a lot of people who say, well, I put quite a bit into Social Security, so that should take care of it.
Social Security is not going to cut it. It's just simply not. The Social Security expectation is going to run you $27,000 a year to $30,000 a year max. And a lot of people will go from making $60,000 to $80,000 a year in their jobs to making $30,000 or $40,000 a year in retirement. And if that's your plan of action, you need to come see me, because you've got a rude awakening ahead of you.
Yeah. And of course, people still question, is it going to be there? Because before you retire at 65, die at 70, 5 years of it, you're good. And people are going on and on and on. All right. What's the key thing that makes you different than a lot of other folks?
The key thing that makes us different is we are really our clients' advocates. We're on your side. We're here to defend you. So a perfect example is the combination of the annuity I was talking about versus the one that had the 10% growth growth and the 5% growth. I was able to sit down with that potential client and decode the complicated formulas behind that, have their money shopped by 30 different insurance companies to provide them the best offer. We took it a step further, though, because what we wanted to do is have them understand the offers, be able to read the offers, and also look at the insurance company's vital statistics and vital signs to make sure their longevity would be there in the future, and also help them understand the legal reserve system. So our nature as a company is more about educating the client and leading you to a decision that we come to and we fortify together.
Yeah, and maximizing what you already have. So a lot of people will come in already having some kind of investment plan, even if it's a 401k or whatever. So can you look at that and say, let's restructure, or let's put some of this here, or let's move some things around?
Well, a lot of times the way our firm is set up, we can actually help you manage your 401k inside of your 401k plan. And one of the most dangerous things that I see on a day-to-day basis is what I call unmanaged risk, because people don't have an advisor coming around on a quarterly basis to help them reallocate their 401k plan. And at Allied Wealth, we have the ability to help you do that.
And understanding we can't put all our eggs in one basket,
have all your eggs in one basket.
A lot of people did and said, hey, here we go.
Right.
It's not bulletproof. All right. Allied Wealth brought stress-free retirement books for everyone in today's studio audience. And for those of you at home, you can get your free copy by calling 281-444-7555, 281-444-7555, or by logging on to alliedwealth.com. I also want to bring up that the time to plan for retirement isn't like the day before your retirement party, right?
It was actually yesterday.
Yeah. You can come in, at any time and restructure funds and things, but the earlier you start, the more prepared you'll be.
That's absolutely right, Deborah.
All right. And Allied Wealth also offers financial workshops for those ages 50 plus. There's one on how to reduce taxes on Social Security income this Thursday at Kirby's Steakhouse in the Woodlands. You can register online or by calling the number on your screen right there. So thank you very, very much. Well, don't forget to log on to Facebook and let us know.